Today we are going to complete notes on kinetic energy. You will need your green science folder, you'll need your green marker, and a pencil. Let's go ahead and get started. So we have our notes on energy. We are going to turn to the next page. We're going to go ahead and number this page, page 2. And I want you to go ahead and get your green marker out. And we're going to title our page with our green marker. We're going to title our page Kinetic Energy. Kinetic energy. And we do not need to block our page off today. Only have a little bit of information. All right, and so now you're going to switch to your pencil. And we're going to start with the definition. Kinetic energy I'm going to go ahead and underline that just because that'll show you that it's the definition. So kinetic energy is the energy an object possesses when in motion. All right. So kinetic energy is the energy an object possesses when in motion. I want you to take your green marker and I'm going to underline the word motion here. Now the reason I have selected a green marker to represent kinetic energy is because kinetic energy is dealing with motion. And when I think of motion, I think go. And green signifies go to me. So that's why we used green for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is when things are moving or going. All right. So the only other thing that we're going to put in our notes right now is we're going to put some examples of kinetic energy. All right. So some examples of kinetic energy would be a book falling off a table. So while the book is in the air going downward, it is moving, so that would be kinetic energy. All right, another example, if you have a bow and arrow, once you let the string of the bow go, the arrow begins to move. So an example of kinetic energy would be the arrow after the release from the bow. So an arrow after release from a bow. All right. Another example of kinetic energy, an object moving or in motion, might be a bicycle rolling down a hill. All right, because the bicycle is in motion. It is going. All right, and the last example that we're going to put, think about a weightlifter. They pick up the barbell and as they're pushing it up into the air, that is kinetic energy because it is in motion. It is being moved upward. All right, so a barbell being lifted into the air. All right, and that does it for our notes for kinetic energy. Once again, kinetic energy deals with objects that are moving or in motion. And we color coded this green because that signifies to my brain go or move. Okay, so those are your notes for kinetic energy.